team. Oh, what a mad couple of weeks it's been. So after the triumph of my Nottingham 10k PB, I came down with the worst cold I've had in years, and oh, it knocked me for 6, and for a couple of weeks solid as well. Like, I would feel better and feel like, oh right, I can get back running again and whatnot. But no, it would throw me another curveball and I'd be back in bed feeling terrible. I was off work for about half a week. Pretty crazy. So yeah, and obviously that's affected my asthma, as it always does. So I'm just on a bit of a plod now around Great Malvern. I seem to have chosen a route that is extremely muddy. Yeah, my shoes are ruined already, but I'm back on course, and yeah, just taking it gentle today. And yeah, I'll give you a bit of a overview of what happens to me once I get a cold, because asthma's not very fun. So the aim is today to do about 6 miles, 10k, to see where I'm at. I've got my trusty blue inhaler with me if needs be, and well, I've incorporated a few hills in this route, but I don't know if I really chose to do that, because it's kind of choices taken out of your hands in Malvern a bit, but feeling okay considering. I will walk up some of the hills if needs be, but yeah, so far so good. I do feel a bit tight on the chest, but I was fully expecting that. But yeah, doing better than I thought I'd be doing, at least, and that's the main thing. So in the UK, about 5.4 million people have asthma, myself included. And I've been suffering since, probably about when I was 6, so I've got pretty good knowledge about how my asthma works, and I know full well that as soon as I get a cold, then my asthma goes out of whack a bit, which is fine. I know it's coming, but the main issue I have with it is the fact that my main mental health coping mechanism is to go out for a run or do a bit of fitness, and that gets taken away from me. So it is a bit of a spiral, really. I know I'm about to get a cold, I know I'm about to feel a bit crap, then I know my fitness is going to decrease because my asthma flares up, and then I can't go out and sort my own head. So yeah, it is a bit tough, but we get through it. I thought I'd chosen a really nice, flat and dry route, but I should have put my trail shoes on, I think. I've ruined my road shoes and I'm slipping all over the place. Oh God. The grip on these shoes weren't made for that terrain. That's for sure. I was slipping all over the place. With all things considered, I'm feeling all right. I think I'm about 4 miles in. I've only walked one little incline, so yeah, feeling all right. Slowly does it, but yeah, can only get better from here, right? So I think I've mentioned it on a previous video, but I swim quite a bit. So I swim 2 to 3 times a week, and that's usually the first thing I do once I've had a bit of a cold, once my asthma's flared up, is get straight back in the pool, get my fitness up that way, because the humidity in that environment is really good for my lungs and opening up the airways. Could do with it now, really. But yeah, I've been for a couple of swims this week, and I can tell the fitness is still there. It's just I'm battling the asthma side of things. So ready for Gloucester. I'm going to continue getting to the pool as much as possible, and getting out for a few of these little local plods around the local area, just to keep me ticking over and see what Gloucester brings. We'll see on the day, I guess. In fairness, I had been putting this this run off a bit. I'm walking now because I've just done a steep ass hill, one of the Malvern classics. But yeah, I had been putting this off because, as I mentioned, when I lose the ability to do a bit of fitness and get out, it really does affect my my mood, my mental health, how depressed I feel and whatnot. As always, I bang on about how good I feel once I've done it, but the pool is always an easier option for me, because, as I said, it's a nicer environment, it's controlled, it's humid, so it doesn't play havoc on my lungs as much as anything else does. So I am glad I got out today. It's been tough, but it's not been as tough as I thought it was going to be, which does fill me with a bit of confidence about pushing forward. And as I said, doing the Parkrun on Saturday, and then maybe a long run early next week sometime. I mean, it's been the perfect taper, hasn't it? I'd like to have got a couple of more miles under my belt. But yeah, glad I got out, and gonna get back plodding these streets now. So that's the course I had planned done, just over 10k. I didn't run all of it, but I ran most of it, and that's more than I thought I was going to do. So that does fill me with a bit of confidence going into the weekend, and yeah, let's bring on Parkrun. So it's Saturday morning, you know what that means, Parkrun. But I've come back to my old stamping ground where it all began. I've come back to Cheltenham. So yeah, I'm looking forward to running this course again. Admittedly, it's the winter course, so it's 4 laps of the race, so it can be a bit demoralising, especially when the front runners lap you on the second lap. But yeah, I thought I'd come across to a fully tarmac course to see where I'm at ahead of Gloucester. Yeah, see how we get on. I wanted kind of a bit more of a controlled effort today to see where I am ahead of Gloucester. This course is completely tarmac. I mean, there are a bit of areas where mud spills over, but I can't think of a nicer place to test myself out, really. This is glorious, look. Got the standard pink on today. Of course I have. Bright clothes mean fast times, right? Let's have it. Right then, Cheltenham Parkrun, let's get it. Fastest time this year, I think. Whew. Well, 25:44. I'm pleased with that, especially considering how ill I've been recently and how much it's affected my asthma. But I had in my mind that I was running 8-minute miles and quicker in Nottingham, so I thought I'm going to aim for that because I know I can do it, so let's push it. And I think I did it on a whole. I mean, I had to do up my shoe for a short while, so maybe I'd even got, wow, I would have got closer to 25 than I've been for a while. So yeah, stoked with that. So I thought I wore outlandish clothing. Look at this. Well, I'm absolutely chuffed with that performance. Obviously I've had all the asthma niggles and whatnot the last week or so. But I think Nottingham taught me a lesson that I can push into the red a little bit more and sustain it, whereas normally I would tend to go, oh, my chest is getting tight, I better slow down. But I thought, no, I'm going to carry on. I know I've got the distance in me, so yeah, stoked with that one. But yeah, I'm probably going to end this week's video there. On to Gloucester, legends. So I was going to leave the video there, but I just got back to the car, looked at my Strava, and apparently that was a 5k PB. I'm a little bit dubious about that, and I think Strava Tax has worked, well, it's given me a bit of a rebate. But yeah, so Garmin reckons that was a 25:44, and I think Strava was around 25:30. Either way, that is super quick for me, and I'm stoked. So maybe it is a 5k PB on Strava, but either way, absolutely stoked. Now I will leave the video here. Cheers, see you later.